This is your announcer, Shannon Saint Mainframe, welcoming you to our IP Livecast. Donald Trump's huge announcement this week was the launch of a new line of NFTs. I never want to be a non-fungible token. If the Livecast even thinks of turning me into an NFT, I'll publish Rob Baugh's unredacted journal entries. Our IP Livecast starts now.
Not my journal entries! Please, anything but the journal entries!
Are you, well, are you okay?
That's how she said it, journal entries.
Maybe she's German.
Oh my God, no. I hear German, I get triggered. Sorry, I'm a Jew. It's in the DNA.
Not all Germans.
No, any Germans in the audience, I'm just kidding. I love brat. I went to a great German restaurant, took my mother out the other day.
Ooh,
Heidelberg.
triggered.
Have you ever been? No, it's still a joke, Rob. It's a comedy show. Have you seen Heidelberg? Been to Heidelberg?
Where's that?
Where's
Heidelberg.
That? It sounds Jewish.
Yeah, it's well, there's a lot of crossover there. It's 86th and 2nd. Wonderful.
In Manhattan?
Yes.
Okay.
Best German food that I've ever
Ooh.
had. Delicious, heaping portions, beautiful, nice atmosphere. It's like a buzzy kind of bar situation, but not oppressively so. And it's just wonderful. Recommend that for a night out in New York City. I got potato latkes, which were like a giant portion. And I got these giant, round, beautiful latkes. And I got a duck. And my mother got beef goulash.
Ooh, very nice.
I just want to say the way you described those latkes was very Trumpian. Giant, beautiful latkes.
They're perfectly round.
Giant, but perfectly round.
They don't make
round latkes.
They don't make round latkes anymore.
I've just had a big Trump kick this week, like just because of how what Shannon mentioned with the Trump NFTs. It is like a next level. It's like self-parody almost. This commercial.
Because for anyone's watching this like 9 years in the future, do you want to say what happened briefly?
Explain Trump and then explain NFT.
Yeah, like where do I start?
He's definitely gonna live 9 years. I'm sorry. He's if he hasn't been blood poisoned by White
But will
Castles
he be
and Dr.
as
Pepper
prominent as he is today?
I don't know, but I'm sure people will know who the fuck Trump is. He's still gonna be alive. He's still gonna be on television every 10 seconds.
Damn it.
Hey, look, like I said,
well, you explain it, Darren. What should be explained here? What's the context?
He's the former president. No, he's he just signed up with some company that probably approached him and said, we want to do some NFTs of you as Superman, or drawings of you that are going to be NFT. Do we have to explain what NFTs are now? Probably
non-fungible tokens. It's essentially digital trading cards.
Right.
Look at it that way.
But he did like a very hucksterish commercial selling their...
Yeah, this commercial is next. Like this script. What I love about this script is it's clear he was given a script. He was told have some fun with it, and he started riffing.
It was his typical thing of like he's reading off a prompter, but it's his first time reading it, so he's like commenting on what he's reading in real time.
Yeah, and look, I think we've said on the show, Trump has incredible comic timing.
Well, Sid doesn't agree with that, but
I think it's unintentional. Yeah,
intentional or not, it's incredible. Like
I think he's an accidental comedic genius. That's what I think.
Yes,
I don't think it's, but I legitimately don't think it's all laugh at Trump. I think there is real comedy there.
I think
there's both.
That's the thing. I agree with Darren. He can do a certain style of self-deprecating humor that he is okay with. And then there's just stuff where it's like, come on, buddy. And I think that's the difference with him and Obama. I think Obama is genuinely one of the best stand-up comedians of all time. Like his delivery is wonderful, unbelievable. Like leaving out any politics, just it's incredible to sometimes watch him up there delivering lines.
But that's what makes this hard.
And that's what it is. That's the difference. Sorry, Darren.
Okay.
That Obama is completely intentional, whereas with Trump, you don't know. Right. He's a wild card, baby.
Well, I think what makes this a difficult conversation is that you have the people that hate Obama and are going to say, well, no, he's a fucking Muslim, Kenyan, whatever, and you can't. And the people that hate Trump, and both, there's legitimate reasons to oppose both of these people. It's not like we're saying that they're good people.
Yeah,
it's just,
not because he's Kenyan, because he's a terrible monster who droned
Right.
weddings.
Exactly.
One wedding, Jesus Christ!
No,
Give him
multiple
one
weddings.
wedding.
I think
A children's birthday party.
I'm appreciator of comedy. But anyway, the point is, I think like none of us would say that the office of the president is something that should like be respected, but it's funny to see an ex-president doing like basically a 3 a.m. Commercial.
Yeah.
This really looks like a skit, like something you would see on a YouTube channel making fun of Trump. Like
When you shared this with us, I was like, please tell me this is a deep fake. This can't be real.
Please tell me it's not.
So
can we play some of that?
Yeah, I want to play the whole thing.
Oh,
I don't think that's illegal.
And we don't have to worry about like signal boosting this product because apparently it's already sold out, right?
It's sold out, and I want to talk about that too. How this all might be, believe it or not, this all might be a giant scam.
A celebrity rug pull? No.
But the problem is that Trump doesn't know what's happening. He's just reading off a prompter. He's not even profiting from the scam.
So this is literally the first frame of this commercial, which is a digital drawing of Trump pulling his suit, his button-down shirt inside of a suit, exposing like Superman would but instead of an S, it's a T.
When do you
Trump
think was the last
with
time
washboard abs, which is like, come on.
Well, that's another suit underneath.
When was the last time his pants fit him like that?
Never.
30 years ago?
Yeah, when he played for like
in the 80s
business baseball team in like 19
in the 80s he was actually pretty skinny. He wasn't overweight at all.
Yeah, but he wasn't like, he didn't have abs like that.
No abs for sure. No, I don't think he's ever had abs in his life.
I think the big booty Trump era is like, when he had those diapers on in that fucking tennis photo.
Oh, the best.
That's like definitely a recent thing though. That's like the last 10 years.
I would say since the turn of the century.
I would describe his physical appearance before, like when let's say in the prime of his life, I would say like sort of what's the not effect? That's when you're ineffective. What is the word for like somebody who's pampered and like they've never worked a day in their life? Well, we could just say that, but there's a word for that I'm trying to think of. Like he's, like regular manicures.
Soft.
And that. Yeah, well, yeah, but there's like a academic word for it that I can't think of. But that's
soft?
him. Like that. Yes, that's it. SAWFT. Soft. But yeah, he's very clearly never like picked up a shovel or done a work.
Yeah, he's never screwed in a nail. Never hung up a painting himself, let's say.
But this is just hilarious. Like this is the vision that like Trump supporters have of him. Like this is catering to a fantasy, I would say.
So let's watch this 2 minutes of comedy gold, and we're going to be pausing. Ah!
Oh, it's animated.
This is how it starts.
Wait, to be clear, the NFT is not animated in this way, right? This is like for the commercial.
I don't know. The NFTs could be animated.
Oh, okay. No, I know that, but I mean, this one isn't.
Oh, I don't know. So for our audio listeners, that sound was the eyes of Trump Superman.
Yes.
Shooting out lasers.
He was lasering libs there. As Nancy Pelosi was being lasered. No. She's off screen. You can't
Hello,
see
everyone. This is Donald Trump. Hopefully your favorite president of all time, better than Lincoln, better than Washington.
Better than Lincoln, no. Better than Washington. Washington did own slaves, I'll say. So let's,
better than Lincoln.
Not better
than Washington.
Definitely not.
Like already, like this is a wrestling promo. But I love though. Hopefully, he's not sure if he's our favorite president of all time.
This Sunday at War Games, gonna be me, Nancy Pelosi, in a cage, 2 cages. Got to do 2 cages because I'm Donald Trump.
Hopefully you'll root for me.
Maybe
better than Hulk Hogan, better than Steve Austin.
If it's like, let's go Trump, let Trump sucks, that's fine. Half the crowd, I can deal with that.
as long as you're saying Trump's name. I just don't want to hear, let's go Trump, let's go Nancy. No Nancy, only Trump.
That fits the meter better, Rob. That's good. Let's go Nancy. Let's go Trump. That's fine. We'll do that.
Let's go back. I need to start this over. Right away.
This whole show is just going to be Trump. This Trump NFT.
Oh my god!
This 2 minutes just analyzing it like this is a Bruder film.
That's like what we did to the Mike Francesa videos.
Hello, everyone. This is Donald Trump. Hopefully, your favorite president of all time, better than Lincoln, better than Washington.
You know what I want is rather than an NFT, I want Trump to rank all the presidents, including himself.
He only knows 2.
William Henry Harrison, not too good, not great, didn't really do anything that I remember. McKinley, loser. Polk, come on, get a name. Polk. Facebook removed Polks years ago.
Poke, totally not from Central Casting. Let's just say it.
Yes.
William Howard Taft, fat loser. He must have been like 320. He took office, he was like 270, 275. Finished his term in office, big as a blimp.
Truman can't even win his own fights.
But he did nuke the Japanese. Very, very proactive, very smart. Ended
Very
the
tough.
war.
With an important announcement to make. I'm doing my first official Donald J. Trump NFT collection right here and right now. They're called Trump Digital Trading Cards. These cards feature some of the really incredible artwork pertaining to...
Like, really? Like, look at this. Look at this artwork. This is terrible Photoshop. It's
really
just his head on a suit, on a tuxedo.
What was the previous one? Was him as an astronaut?
But also, he's wearing shades
Yeah,
inside
inside
of
the
the
astronaut
astronaut. Because it's too bright in space.
Because he's flying to the sun.
I don't
That's why.
understand. Also, like, his head looks so much smaller than the entire suit.
Yeah, well, it's a big suit. It's just done to scale.
But it has 45. Number 45. That's Donald Trump. And then let's see what is. Oh, those are the. Oh, and then there's one of him holding a torch in front of the Statue of Liberty. He is the Statue of Liberty.
Is it so?
He is
funny to
Ellis
you?
Island.
It's hilarious to me that 45 became such an insult. Like, I feel like people who hate Trump, they just call him 45. Like, what is that? Like, how is that an insult? He's the 45th president.
Is it because they just don't want to say his name?
Yeah, I'm sure that's the origin of it, but I'm just like, why? Like, that's not really a burn, Like, pick something, pick shithead, anything, Why is 45? You're just like kind of acknowledging that he was the president.
I haven't even seen that. I guess to me, ultimately, it's better than calling him Drumpf.
Oh my god, that was actually funny. The bit that spawned that was funny.
Yeah,
like that. But then
then
ran it into the ground. But you know what? The new thing is the former guy. That's what they call the former guy. It was like to needle him that he actually lost the election and not. But it's just so like I don't know. Come on, this guy is ripe for being made fun of. You could do better than that. Step your game up.
What would you call him, Darren?
I picked shithead. That was the first. Like, if you really hate Trump, just like go all in. That was the first thing.
But that's not specific enough. Anybody could be a shithead.
Raccoon head. I don't know. Like, focus on something about him, like rather than that he beat your shitty candidate in the election. Like that's what you're dunking on him with. Like he won. Like that's not.
But I don't know that saying 45 is necessarily a dunk. I think it. I've never seen that anyway, so I don't know the context. But I assume it's just another factual way of saying Trump without saying Trump, not necessarily insulting.
How about tennis diaper boy?
Sure.
Is that good?
Sure. That's
TDB.
That's so many words, though.
TDB.
Yeah, too many words.
They call him TFG now, the former guy.
But
who does that?
Where are you seeing this?
I see like
some Mastodon.
No, I'm entrenched in Mastodon. No, it's just like like liberals reply to things on Twitter and different places and like comment sections, Reddit, whatever. I don't follow these people.
These people are following you, Darren.
Oh,
are they in your
shit.
house?
Turn around.
Darren will take care of it. Buy
With
an
my
NFT.
new cards. Yes.
These cards will stop liberals from following you.
All right, let's see a little more of this.
You don't have to
We're
get
only
the backs.
We're 16 seconds in.
Jesus Christ. But 3 hours into the
FT
discussion.
collection right here and right now. They're called Trump Digital Trading Cards. These cards feature some of the really incredible artwork pertaining to my life and my career. It's been very exciting. You can collect your Trump digital cards just like a baseball card or other collectibles. Here's one of the best parts.
Well, because right before they filmed this, he asked the director, "What the fuck is an NFT?" And they're like, "Oh, it's just like a baseball card or other collectibles." And so he just regurgitated that exact sentence.
Yes.
That's all.
And he has to explain it to the olds.
Yeah.
It's like a Funko Pop, except it's me.
Behind the scenes, like, so it comes with a piece of gum? They're like, no, sir. No, no gum. Digital gum? No.
They used to have those gum with the dirty ass dust all over it. I don't know what that was. You take it out and just powder would fall all over you.
Delicious, though.
Not really. It's like putting a plank of wood in your mouth.
Put a little ketchup on it.
Each card comes with an automatic chance to win amazing prizes like dinner with me. I don't know if that's an amazing prize.
This is my favorite part.
Real comedy right there. Come on.
I don't know if that's. I love when he does the high pitch like recoil. Like when he's doing his pitch. I don't know if that's.
That's when he turns into Jiminy Glick for a few seconds at a time.
It's great if you love Carl's Jr.
Well, if you look at the fine print, to win the dinner, you win a dinner with him, but you have to pay your entire expense to.
You get there. We'll just let you into the
Mar-a-Lago.
restaurant.
Yeah, and you might even have to pay for the dinner.
What? Really?
It's fake news, Rob. All expense paid trip to Fuddruckers. Absolutely fake news, Rob. We pay for everything, including the well-done, over-salted steak.
Yeah, you don't get to order. It's whatever Trump decides you should have.
Of course.
Steak wraps for everyone. Well done, burnt, extra ketchup.
He's the commander in chef.
And Fox News goes on the television. No sports. We're going to watch Janine Pirro. My Fox time. We're not cutting into my Fox time for this NFT shit.
Now I'm just picturing him like talking back to the TV with a mouthful of steak and just chunks of it flying out as he's like yelling.
Look, it's another woke story. I hate these stories so much. Turn this up.
AOC +3, I call them. Just can't remember their names.
They did what on a college campus? Terrible. My school wasn't like that.
Best parts. Each card comes with an automatic chance to win amazing prizes like dinner with me. I don't know if that's an amazing prize, but it's what we have.
That's what we have.
It's what we
You and a
have.
group of your friends at one of my.
It's like he looked at these prizes like, guys, these are the prizes? What? These are the prizes? Oh, man. I love it.
Like dinner with me. I don't know if that's an amazing prize, but it's what we have. Or golf with you and a group of your friends at one of my beautiful golf courses, and they are beautiful.
Just pause that.
Zoom.
That's a subtle, hilarious thing he just did. He's proving that he's just reading this copy right now. He's like, he's agreeing with the thing he's supposedly saying off the top of his head.
Great coffee. Oh, yes, they are great. Thank you. Yes.
That's one of the true things in this. It is people.
Yeah.
I have to point out the non-bullshit.
I objected to the last sentence, but this one's correct. The thing that I just said spontaneously.
Also, now I'm thinking about what he just said about the dinner with him in a different context. Like, I don't know if that's a great prize. He's not saying he doesn't know if that's a great prize for the fan. He doesn't know if that's a great prize for Trump himself.
Oh, he's like, wait a minute, I have to
sit with this dude?
Wait, who's buying these things?
Wait, can we buy this and hopefully like have a dinner with
It's
Trump?
too late. It's all sold out.
No.
I guess
Yeah,
we
I'm
could
sure there will be
rebuy on the
other
secondary
waves.
market.
Yeah,
But will he? It might be the dinner is just for the first wave
yeah,
of people.
yeah. It's got to be official.
How many dinners is this
With
guy?
you and
I mean, I guess he could put away the dinners. I think it's more the meeting people.
Yeah.
that he want to do.
Yeah.
Wasn't there some story where he was supposed to meet with people and it wound up that he showed up for like 8 seconds and then he left them with his like handlers or something?
I think that was Danzig.
No, Danzig did that too, but I think there was some story like that with Trump and people were like conservatives were complaining, like a Mar-a-Lago thing or something.
I don't remember. I mean, I bet.
He has a lot in common with Danzig. You put Trump in a mesh shirt, he's basically Danzig.
Oh my God, that's one of the NFTs. Just wait.
some shoe polish on his hair.
Yes.
with you and a group of
It's
your
just a
friends at
dirty
one of
black
my
summer.
beautiful golf courses, and they are beautiful.
We could probably get that AI thing to do a
I was
Trump
just gonna
Danzig in a
try
mesh
it.
shirt.
Tell your children not to walk my way.
Are you doing it now, Rob?
Yes. Okay.
Are beautiful. I'm also doing Zoom calls, a one-on-one meeting, autographing memorabilia, and so much more. We're doing a lot.
Have you ever seen his signature before?
Yes.
Hilarious.
Also, I love that he's digitally signing these things. Do you see this? This is on
Yes.
a pad.
Yeah, tablet. What is that 18? That's the 18th person that bought a stupid Donald Trump thing.
His
guess.
18th signature. Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
More. We're
can't
doing a lot.
We're
My
doing a
official
lot.
Trump digital trade
Wait, let's go back.
and so much more. We're doing a lot.
We're doing a lot.
We're doing a lot. Some of it's good. Some of it, frankly, kind of sucks. But you know what? It's what we have.
Yeah.
What is he
Official
got a
Trump
fucking
digital trading
elephant? What the fuck?
A red, white,
He's
and
on
blue.
Well, it's a blue, white, and red.
Like
All right.
Donald Trump would ever go where there's elephants.
Well, maybe one of his sons forces him on one of those safaris.
I guess. Well,
Photoshopped
no, wait,
it.
hold on. I have to.
Wow,
back
look
that
at
up.
look at
He
this
hates his
animation.
children.
It's true.
Look at how his neck is growing and rescinding. Is this?
Oh,
How is
that
this?
is
This is weird.
like a pop-up book.
It's like simulating cowgirl sex with Trump. I don't really want to see this.
What?
POV.
Where is it? There we go. Oh,
Oh,
beautiful,
no.
beautiful. Don't stop. Ride me, baby.
A little
All right.
slower. You're a winner. You're a winner.
POV Trump.
And so much more. We're doing a lot.
What
My
the
official Trump digital trading cards are $99, which doesn't sound like very much for what you're getting. Buy one and you will join a very
That's
exclusive
insane. Wait,
community.
that's all we're charging?
My community.
That was take 4 because he kept forgetting what the price was, and every time he objected to it. What is this thing? He puts his palms together and he's like this.
It's frankly very, very cheap price. You should be charging more, but frankly, that's what we decided on.
And I think it's something you're going to like, and you're going to like it a lot. They also make perfect gifts. So you can buy them with your credit card or crypto. All you need is an email address. Go to collecttrumpcards.com and buy your Trump digital trading cards right now before they are all gone, and they will be gone. This is my first official.
They will be gone, and so will the owners to an island where you can't track them to get your money back when this completely crashes. They won't refund your Dogecoin.
Official Trump trading card NFT collection.
I like the
And
way
you
he
get a
says
chance
NFT
to
the same
meet
way he
me.
says
Go-
LGBT. He has to like lean in, his voice gets a little higher.
We love the LGBT, don't we, folks? People say I'm homophobic. Not true. Not true.
You could collect them too.
They should remember the Philip B. Anselmo bit. This should be like Donald B. Trump. He just loves every race and religion, gay people.
Well, he says he
atheists.
does. Nobody likes black people more than him.
I've done so much for black people. They're welcome to buy my NFTs, by the way. I checked with the management. Black people can buy my NFTs.
He had to check with the legal department to make sure. It's like,
Yeah.
is there any way we could prevent that? No. All right, fine.
I love money. Money has no color.
Herschel Walker bought 3.
Me, go to
What a loser.
collecttrumpcards.com right now. And remember, Christmas is coming, and this
Hanukkah.
makes a great Christmas gift.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
He's not allowed to mention like Hanukkah or anything because like that would drive away like 75% of the people who would buy it.
Yeah, seriously. And he also probably can't pronounce it.
Take 17. Mr.
Him and
Trump.
Smokey Robinson trying to pronounce Hanukkah.
How hard do I hit the? Is that? Am I doing that too, Jewy? Hanukkah.
Just say Han, just a regular H.
Like this? How about if I do the palm thing? Hanukkah. How many? Do I have to do this 8 times or 8 days?
No, one should be good.
Thank you, Don. So, Rob, how many did you get?
We
I
should
got
get
none.
one. We should get one just to see if we can
Again,
get the
they are
dinner.
all sold out.
Well, when
But
the
you
second
know
wave.
people in the industry, Rob, come on, pull some strings.
Well, I don't just want the fucking thing. I want the chance to go hang out with like, Trump and like have.
Well, we could
stuff
just
to-
have a group trip to Mar-a-Lago, the 3 of us.
That costs way more than $99.
I don't
But
wanna
Rob
go to
said you still have to
Mar-a-Lago.
pay your way if you win. So we
Is
have
that
to-
a joke though?
No, here I wanted to play this
Oh, okay.
this TikTok analysis.
Oh, I thought you were joke. Like I thought that was like a bit that you were doing.
No,
As much fun as
Oh,
they are
this
to
fucking guy. Oh my god.
trading cards are a lot more than just a sad grift. When I made my video about it yesterday, I didn't know that he had made a video promoting them, and I'm just going to show you a really small piece.
In Washington.
Yep, he just said he's a better president than Lincoln and Washington.
Half true.
It's funny and cringy and sad.
He would have owned slaves too if he was around back then. Let's
Caller
not
of
give him the
mine
benefit of the
pointed
doubt.
out
Sure,
he
but
thinks they're
that's, the
more
record
than
is the
grift.
record.
And I kind of have to agree with him. So Trump had 45,000 of these made, and he's selling 44,000 of them on the website at $99 a piece. That's just over $4.3 million. And the website gives you a lot of options for purchasing. I mean, credit cards, of course, but also cryptocurrency is accepted. And if you go to frequently asked questions, how many Trump digital trading cards can I purchase? There's a strict limit of 100 Trump digital trading cards per purchaser / household. Now, if you have 44,000 of them, why would you only let one person have no more than 100? Like, if you have a huge fan and they want to buy them all, what do you care? You're
Because
getting over
that's-
$4.3
this is
million.
like the lamest
Well,
criticism
100
of
cards
what-
at 90.
Like because they want to limit the availability so that it goes up in price. Like why?
no,
Is
incorrect.
I like El
piece.
Doritos'
It's
comment that this guy is the
$9,900.
oath keeper Santa.
that, yeah.
Which
Nailed
is
it.
$100 less than $10,000. And the Bank Secrecy Act says that if someone gives you $10,000 or more, you have to report that transaction. So he could get more than $4.3 million and never have to disclose a single one of the transactions involved. Now, let's say you own a business and you got your hands on a whole bunch of money that is dirty and you need to clean it. So you start another business where you sell air at $99 a pop. And then you can just sit there and with a click of a mouse, $9,900 at a time is justifiably yours. Maybe you even put some of that money or received some of that money in crypto. Don't worry, you can liquidate that through this process as well. Did I mention the fine print says this will not be used for political purposes? It's all his, free and clear. So even
So
if
there you
no-
go. It's a giant tax scam.
But of course, like that's everything he does. Why would anybody assume otherwise?
Breaking news.
Yes.
Donald Trump corrupt.
No, it's good though. I mean, this guy from other things I've seen him do is kind of a dipshit, but it's good.
Oh, really?
to-
What's his deal? I had no idea. who
He's
that
like the watchdog of Trump and like right-wing conservatives and like what it's just very boilerplate, like the world is ending and we have to stop these people, but like everyone corrupt on the other side like doesn't exist at all. Like it's that kind of thing that kind of irks me sometimes. But I do think it's good. Like
So your criticism of him is just that he doesn't go after people that are Democrat. He just goes after
I
Republicans.
think it's like a skewed version of this political landscape, that it creates a false, but that's beside the point of what I wanted to say. The point of what I wanted to say is that I think it's good to document Trump being a corrupt shithead. I think it's good to document Democrats being corrupt. Like you can't just say, well, this is just how the system works. Everyone's corrupt, because it's like normalizing it. Like it's if they're trying to launder money, let's see it. Let's like see documents and proof. And that's good. Like I'm for that. We can joke all day about Trump being funny because he is, but like he is a corrupt piece of shit. Like I have nothing against like documenting that kind of stuff. We should never. But the thing is, like, I think people do that, and then they do it with Trump, and then they don't. The people that they like are, falling all over themselves through traffic to go be the first to vote for, are doing a lot of the same shit. So it's like not.
I think Trump just makes
even-handed.
it so much easier to document it. It's less work.
Right. Well, I think that's
Puts it up
why like establishment people hate Trump, because he's doing the same shit as they are, but he puts like this vulgar face on it, and he just says it. He just does it out in the open. We're stealing the oil. And then the reporter's like, wait, don't you mean this is like a democracy building? No, stealing the oil.
Yeah.
Stealing it. Gonna go take it. That's why they hate this guy. And then he makes it harder to sell this shit.
He's blowing up the spot.
I'm trying to get a good AI generation of Donald Trump.
Oh, please.
As dancing in a mesh t-shirt.
I bet the AI is refined on this topic already. Like, but there's a lot of requests to do Trump bits.
And Danzig.
He just Larry Elder is my ride or die. Great.
That guy didn't win, right? He was running for, what was he running for? California governor? Something. He lost.
Sad.
How we doing, Rob? Walk us through the process. I want to see some of the failed options as well.
Well, this is one that looks very creepy.
That's good stuff.
It's
Right.
not.
It's on brand. Oh, I thought you were doing text like last week. Oh, okay.
This isn't the combination of the two. It's
exactly.
Each.
Like a
Well, that's I'm trying other ones.
What we're seeing is like if you're listening on audio, we're seeing a melted face like Trump photo with Danzig. There's one that Danzig looks like an orangutan.
One, it's like Trump, but he has a cleft palate.
Yeah. Which is kind of a good explanation of Donald Trump and Danzig being mashed together. But it doesn't look, it just looks like Uncanny Valley shit.
Yeah, so
what are you typing in, Rob? Come on.
Yeah. Pull back
this
the
one was
curtain.
just Donald Trump as Glenn Danzig.
How about Trump's head on Danzig's body?
Yeah, I think you could just say Trump. It's gonna know what it is. Oh, I'm scared of this.
Welcome, folks.
Well, it can't be worse than what we just saw.
Yeah.
Oh, and I've also been getting some not approved
What?
like some other AI. I guess with some of them now, they're getting smart to the fact that you're like putting in people, so they don't allow, like, someone could sue them for using their image for profit.
But it's not like they're selling this. You paying?
No, but there's ads. There's profit to be made.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just realized that I still have my name set as Talmudic Scholar 3D.
Yeah, I like it.
That was because we did Utopia on
Patreon
for the Patreon.
Came out a couple days ago. Hopefully, some of you have watched.
I'm gonna leave it up to promote the show, promote the Patreon. You can hear me expound on the Talmud. No, not really. Briefly.
Okay, so here's a weird AI generation of this is what I added in mesh.
That's good. This is the first one that's in the spirit of the kind of him
he's got
being
like
Danzig.
Trump with pierced nipples.
But why does it cut off? Are you scrolled, or is that the whole photo?
That's the whole photo. Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Top of his face is cut off, which I'm okay with that. It's a good start.
It's killing the joke.
Yeah. Sort of like Trump plus Gavin Rossdale, maybe.
No, I see it.
We'll see. No, it doesn't look good. This one is the least good of the AI generations. And here it is.
Oh,
his face is just twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks more like Trent Reznor.
I don't know if this is making me feel better about computers not taking over or just...
Oh, well, these are all the free ones. Like, there are really good AI generators. You just have to pay like $5 an AI or like buy a subscription package. And
Just
I'm
the
not.
fact that that's in there is very creepy. Like somehow.
Oh well.
Mhm.
It looks nothing like me.
Maybe we can get some photoshops of Danzig. I mean, Trump as Danzig. Take that, AI.
You got the right guy in the chat to do
Yeah,
that.
Deuterino, if you want to work something up, by all means. Maybe the famous cat litter photo.
Oh my God. Trump handing out, packing up NFTs in wrapping paper
Same difference.
to give to his fans.
If they take these Christmas presents, I won't have to meet with them.
He still thinks it's a physical thing. He's like, he wants to stuff stockings with the NFTs.
Yes.
It's like a video game, right? Like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. It's like Tetris.
Tetris, yeah, he wouldn't know Grand Theft Auto.
Asteroids.
Galaga.
Galaga.
Good.
I used to love the Miss Pac-Man.
Oh,
She really let herself go. Have you seen her lately? Not good. Not good.
did you ever grab her by the pussy, Miss Pac-Man?
Never got
back
the
in day?
chance. I
Oh.
tried. She apparently doesn't have a pussy.
Oh,
Oh no!
Just
fucking
a
woke
face,
game characters.
just a head.
Any video game character could call themselves Miss. Doesn't even matter if they have a pussy. It's
That's
ridiculous.
true. Just threw a little bow on. It's just Pac-Man, people. Just Pac-Man with a bow.
It was Pac-Man in drag the whole time.
Pac-Man in drag. Probably reading to kids. Shame. It's terrible. Terrible.
That's the episode title, by the way. Pac-Man in drag.
Breaking news, fellas, from the world of entertainment. TMZ
no.
reports Sharon Osbourne has been
Yeah.
rushed to the hospital.
Yeah, I saw this. I don't know if we
And
should
then,
talk about it on the show or not.
Oh no! She suffered a medical emergency while shooting a TV show in California.
While shooting, wait, what TV show is?
Ghost Adventurers for the Travel
Wait.
Channel. Oh, wait, no.
The hotel was once featured in an episode
Oh,
of
I
Ghost
see.
Adventure.
It was not clear if cameras were
Unnamed
rolling.
show.
Oh
Now-
my God. So her collapse might be on camera somewhere?
Oh shit! I'll
Yikes.
watch that.
Hmm.
Now, does this count as just to reveal our next Patreon episode? We're planning tomorrow to get together and do a watch along of her Fox Nation documentary about being canceled. So
might
does
have
this
to-
count as the Livecast curse?
Yeah,
the day
like
before
also
that?
like what if she is canceled, in life? Is it then in poor taste to put
Yeah.
out?
Well, we got to record this shit
episodes-
quick, man. Before,
know.
as long as we do it before.
Well, we were going to put it
she
out next
flatlines.
month, though. But what
Whatever.
what if she dies before the end of the year? Because our Patreons release on the 1st and the 15th, so our next one is on the 1st. Do we save it for February and give it a month? Let people mourn for a month and then rip her apart.
No, I think it's already in our head that she might be dead, so it's already going to skew possibly some of the things we say. I think that's good enough.
Well, I'm of the opinion that if someone's an asshole in some way, they don't become less of an asshole because
Yeah.
they die. So
Facts.
we should be consistent with that.
You could just add an
Although-
RIP a legend at some point during the recording, and that's good enough. We're covered.
Yeah, because she's someone that rubs me the wrong way. Like I don't
No,
know
for sure.
Yeah,
What did she
she's-
do? What did she ever do to you?
Well, she's racist. That's the first thing. Whenever she's left,
Towards you?
whenever she thinks a camera is not on her, she's.
Have you
revealed-
seen her be racist, Darren?
Yes, isn't there? She admitted to it. She admitted to it, but she just gave one of those fake apologies, right? She was just like, I'm sorry if you're offended by what I said or something.
Yeah. Also, she sends cancer nurses into Ozfest mosh pits, and that's misappropriation at best.
To be clear, nurses that care for cancer patients, not nurses with cancer.
No, well,
That was-
maybe,
Right, they could have, yeah,
but
God
not
forbid.
exclusively. They are nurses treating her cancer.
Right.
That she was like, no, put down the chemo bag and egg fucking Bruce Dickinson right now. That's more
That
important.
story was wild. There was so
can't
much
get
in that
over it.
story that I feel like we we glossed over how ridiculous that was. In the set, like we got to it, but there was so much other stuff to move on. We could have done a whole show.
Could we just catch people up if they missed it? What are we talking about here?
She was beefing with Bruce Dickinson during Ozfest because during the Iron Maiden sets, he would shit talk Ozzy and shit talk the tour. And so she said on the last night of the tour, she had her cancer nurses go with a carton of eggs and throw eggs at Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah,
Correct,
so we
right?
didn't know.
I got that right?
We didn't know that part until recently. That
Yeah,
it was.
sure.
I thought it was just other bands, like second stage bands that they got. I don't recall the story being that it was cancer nurses. And do you think these cancer nurses were forced against their will to do this?
Yeah, of course. Who the fuck would do that?
I think
Darren, you just became Donald Trump. Yeah,
Of course. Of course. Who else is doing it?
I don't know that doing that is necessarily worse than having to be in a room with Sharon Osbourne.
Right, but the point is, like, if you're a nurse,
But it's not their job.
right. You just quit. Like I already have to deal with this fucking woman, and now I gotta go throw eggs and possibly get arrested for her. Like, get the fuck out of here. But how do you make that connection? Like, let's just start with the premise. You really want to egg Bruce Dickinson, okay? Which is absurd in and of itself. Let's start there. The first person you go to is the person putting your chemo bag on.
That's who was there.
Just get a kid from the neighborhood and pay him $20. They love egging people.
But what neighborhood? Which they're on tour at Ozfest. What neighborhood?
That's true. But call someone in your neighborhood, fly them in. You have the money. Get one of the kids at Ozfest, for fuck's sake.
One of Jack Osbourne's shitty little friends.
I guarantee you, there's a good 5,000 people at Ozfest on any given day who would willingly throw eggs at anybody for free.
Yeah.
You're paying your chemo nurses overtime to fucking egg Bruce Dickinson. It's wild to me.
I mean, they were already paid. She didn't have to go extra. Like, you're
Okay.
already here serving me, so this is now how I want you to serve me.
It's a workaround. She saved like $20 a head for the 5 people that she could have paid to egg Bruce Dickinson.
So, our thoughts to Sharon Osbourne.
Yes, after all that, yes.
For a speedy recovery, so that
She
we
doesn't
won't feel
die.
bad. Yeah,
We'll
so
have
we
to
don't
do the
feel bad
Queen-
making fun of her.
We'll have to do the Queen Elizabeth Trump thing. I just heard that she died terrible. Just heard now. He had to specify that, so he wasn't like, it's always about him. He had to specify that he didn't hear this 3 hours ago because he wasn't sufficiently shocked and somber. He had to say, "I just heard it now. Don't criticize me. Fake news, please." Hello.
Is that better, Rob? Do I look better now?
You look pretty.
Is it too sunny
it's
still?
Still sunny, but it's
All right,
okay.
hold on. I
We'll
think
make
I
it
might have
through.
done the wrong curtain.
It looks like you're gonna tell us a ghost story with the flashlight.
And then the NFTs came in the room.
I had that a few times. Like I think I've kind of figured out the lighting in here, but like there's certain times of the year that there's a sun ray coming in at the exact time that we do the show, and I know the window is only like 2 weeks, so I have to put a shade up just for those 2 weeks. But it can be like tough sometimes to figure.
Yeah,
it
for
out.
me, the light is always just like I'm right by the light, so I have to shade up or I'm blown out, baby.
Well, I'm on the 5th floor, and it's like in a sort of a cul-de-sac of a building, so like it's very hard for the sun rays to get in. But there is an angle, like maybe for 90 minutes a day, where it comes in, and if that 90 minutes aligns with our show, then it's very oppressive.
You look beautiful now, Sid.
I didn't do anything. The window that the sunlight is coming in from doesn't actually have a curtain. So I
So it
closed
just
the
passed.
curtains on the wrong window.
So a cloud. There's a cloud.
Thank you,
now,
Cloud.
Yes.
By the way, all our NFTs are stored in that cloud.
God damn it.
Sid, you're being bathed in the light from NFTs of Donald Trump taking his shirt off.
It's the laser. It's his
Yes,
eye laser.
I'm lasering Sid
God
as we
damn it.
speak. Thank you for your $99
Oh.
contribution.
That's where Sid just went when he went off the screen. Went to pay
To submit the
$99.
order. I'd rather he laser me than scissor me. So
He sent Ethereum to Trump's account. He got lasered.
that's right. Worth it.
Maybe he could have lasered out Sharon Osbourne's cancer. They shouldn't know how to pay all those nurses.
Is that why she collapsed? Do we think a recurrence?
Wait, so Trump lasered out her cancer, but there were later developing side effects that she passed out on the stairs.
Or the nurses protested and quit, and she had no one left to treat the cancer, and now she's collapsed.
Don't blame me.
And the nurses
No
want
collusion.
part.
No collusion. I had nothing to do with the Dickinson egging. It's fake
Deuterino
news.
says he'd be amazed if Ozzy outlived Sharon. I don't know. It seems like
Disagree.
by the end of the weekend, Deuterino, you might be amazed.
Agreed. But even without this news, I would not bet on that. He's so preserved from all these drugs. There's
It's like
just
a Keith
something.
Richards situation.
There's some like threshold where if you do enough drugs and survive them, I have no scientific backup for this, but just anecdotal evidence of all these old fucks like Keith Richards, and many others. If they survive, like they pass the Jimi Hendrix threshold, and they live to be 70, something keeps them alive forever.
It's like Unbreakable. It's like Bruce Willis's character. That was the movie, right? Unbreakable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where and Samuel L. Jackson was creating all these disasters to see if anybody survived them, and then that person was like this invincible hero. And yeah, so maybe Ozzy and Keith Richards are those guys. They've just we've discovered their invincibility by them not overdosing yet.
Unfortunately, they're not doing anything with it except banging maids and shit.
Just
maybe
mediocre
it's just
concerts.
By doing all those drugs, they like kickstarted their body's immune system to produce more immunity than the human body needs, just because they're getting all these external factors to like battle it, so that he's built up his immunity muscle so much that I think there's something to this theory.
Yeah, I can't explain it scientifically, but it just seems like they just go on. And Sharon doesn't seem to have been partaking in any of that shit, right? Like she was clean. She was the connection, his tether to like rationality, and she managed all his money and shit. So while he was off doing all this crazy shit, it's going to cost her in the end.
So that's the lesson here, folks. Do more drugs. Do a lot of drugs, so you could stay healthy.
But she did do a lot of like Botox and stuff. Does that count as a drug?
Maybe is this an allergic reaction? Though also like wasn't like a few months ago, wasn't she like weeping on TV because she thought Ozzy was about to die, and then Ozzy's fine?
Ozzy was about to die though. Like he had like a really a scary little moment there.
This is backing up my theory, which is that everyone gets like comes in contact with some health scare. Plowed right through it, the fucking Grim Reaper was on his door, like knocking.
Or was it just overblown bullshit? And is this the same? I guess we'll see. It's funny. I could be saying this right at the moment that the doctors are like doing the paddles on her, and it's not working, and they're calling it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jack Osborne. I know you're a big Livecast listener. I don't want to offend you if your mom just died. Sorry, Jack. He's one of our patrons.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
that was over something.
It's okay.
Oh no.
Dusty Rhodes Muffler says he'd be amazed if Ozzy outlives Barry Windham.
Yeah.
Barry Windham just recently had a heart attack, but thankfully out of the ICU.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, last week he had
No, that I knew. I didn't know that he was doing better.
Yeah, he's doing better.
It
looks like he's going to make it through.
Did they let him wear the furry boots in the ICU, or did they have to remove them?
It's a good question. I cannot confirm or deny either way.
That was him, right? That was one of his trademarks. Or was that Dan Spivey? No. Or was that both of them?
How are they not the same guy?
Are you thinking about, or maybe are you thinking the Berserker?
No. It's
Barry Windham had like the Texas boots.
Are you talking about like when he was the Widowmaker for about 6 months?
No. Like early days. Maybe I'm mixing him up with Dan Spivey.
You could be right. It was a long time ago. I don't remember that though, but
I remember one of them had furry boots.
Like super, like Uggs, or like there was a little fringe on it.
No, furry.
Full on furry boots.
Like damn near horsehair.
Like Bruiser Brody furry.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Sid, do you remember that video game that was like a early '80s wrestling game that had it had a bunch of fake real wrestlers with different names, but one of them was Bruiser Brody. And what the hell was his name? It was called Matt Mania.
No, that does not ring a bell, and I
They had
love
a-
those type of
yeah.
games.
Oh,
They
it
had a
was
f-
Dan Spivey. Look at that.
There we go. Okay.
They had a
Yes.
fake Hulk Hogan. They had a fake Bobo Brazil. They had a fake Bruiser Brody, a fake Hayabusa. Who else did they have?
Yeah, Darren said the game was called Matt Mania. Rob, look
Matt
that up.
Mania. Matt Mania. Just look up Matt Mania characters, and you'll see the fake Bruiser Brody. He was the champion. I think he was the. No, there was a fake. I think Ric Flair was the. Oh no, Hulk
Ooh.
Hogan or something. Yeah, it's a great game. This is an awesome game.
I do not remember this at all.
Yeah, I don't remember this game.
Excellent.
What platform was it on?
It was a arcade coin op
Okay.
arcade. Just find
Oh,
some
man.
footage of it. Find like a gameplay. There you go. Coco Savage. That was the name of the Bobo Brazil guy.
Wow.
And he used to cheat. It was the first game I saw cheating in wrestling. Like he would noogie you, and like there was one guy that choked you. The piranha. It was a mistyped thing in the game. The piranha. He's supposed to be the piranha. He used to choke you, and then the referee would go 1, 2, 3, 4. He would let go of it.
I vaguely remember some of this, but it doesn't
Yeah.
look familiar.
Go down, Rob. It said his name was in the English version Golden Hulk. But look at his name. Look at his name in the Japanese version. Blues Bloody.
Brody.
I think they changed it because it was bloody, not because it was close to Bruiser Brody.
So
Wait, did you get a picture of Blues Bloody though? Because I want to show Sid that he was basically Bruiser Brody. But I think they made his hair blonde to be sort of Hulk Hogan.
Now do an AI where it's Trump's head on Blues Bloody's body. Wow, I said that without slipping.
That was tough.
Blues Bloody's body, Blues Bloody's body, Blues Bloody's
well,
body.
I will tell you, I finally got a Trump as Danzig,
Oh,
that doesn't look.
that
but it doesn't look like
Trump.
Trump.
It
Yeah,
just says
doesn't-
dump. Why does it say dump?
With 2 P's.
Yeah.
What
Well,
is
see, I
this?
couldn't do Donald Trump as 2 words. That would, but I did just
Oh, that's-
Donald
I
Trump.
And it's not
Look
a
at
mesh
this.
T-shirt either.
Yeah.
This is really unsettling to me. Like this uncanny valley shit. Does that bother you at all? It's not like
See, I could pick photography as because this was a concept illustration. Let's see what the photography does. It'll take a while to generate.
I'm scared
We'll
to
come
look.
back.
I bet it'll be even creepier.
there's something about it like being slightly off. I'd rather it be way off. You know what I mean? Then it doesn't
Yeah.
bother me for some reason.
It's all
The one
upsetting.
thing these AI image generators can't do yet is fingers. So that's a good tell right now. Even like the best ones, you'll look at the fingers and they have like 12 fingers or whatever.
Really? It seems like an easy.
Yeah.
The number of fingers seems like an easy thing to get right. Maybe not. The
No,
composition.
they're all misconfigured. It could be like 7, it could be 4.
Well-
you'll just see it.
Some people have odd numbers of fingers. It
Yeah, way to
happens.
body shame, Rob. Jeez.
Seriously.
We might have 12 fingers.
It's I'm
people.
just saying it always gives it away, is what I would say.
Yeah, but to be fair, Trump doesn't have. He has 5 fingers on each hand, I believe. I think.
They're tiny though.
Mhm.
Oh, definitely.
So you might mistake them for 4 fingers.
Been called Mickey Mouse when I was a child.
Mordecai.
Four finger Don. They called me at Wharton School of Business. Totally earned my way in, unlike Joe Biden.
I remember when I was a little kid, I had this elderly woman neighbor who oh my God, that looks like Lou
looks like-
Ferrigno, sort of.
It looks like Bobby Cannavale.
Yeah. It's very it's real, like somebody from Sha Na Na who's upset to be in corpse paint.
Yeah. Yes. They're doing a corpse paint episode of Shana.
I would watch that. But I
Sure.
was saying, when I was a little kid, there was this old lady who was like my next door neighbor, and she would come watch me sometimes, and she would always tell me I was so smart that when I grow up I should go to the Wharton School of Business. And now I'm wondering, was she just like a Trump acolyte from way back, and that's why she knew about that school?
She was a MAGA with no focusing, like facilitator to get her into that, lane.
Shame on you, Edith.
Look,
Oh.
here's a nice attempt. The shirt, like this is Trump on the shirt.
Sorta.
Yeah, but
This has at least some Trump-ian like influence in it. The other ones didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not great. Maybe this could be your next big thing, Rob. You could perfect this software, but only for Danzig Trump mashups.
You're right. I will take
Get
on
on
this journey. Before the show, we were talking about. I mentioned to you guys how I had recently canceled my cable. I have cut the cord again, and we were talking about streaming. And how
So remind us what. So you canceled it before, and then you got it back.
Yeah, so I canceled it, and then when I moved into the apartment that I'm in now 5 years ago, I was eligible for FiOS, which is a cable that I've never had. So I was eligible for like their triple play kind of combo, and it ended up being price difference wise versus if I had just gotten the high speed internet, it would have been $20 additional to get like a basic entertainment package. So it's all the entertainment channels, none of the news, none of the sports.
So what
And
is
all
that? I'm sorry to stop you, but was it like Bravo and Lifetime and all that?
So it's all the NBC channels, NBC, USA, Bravo, blah, blah, blah. All the Turner channels, TBS, TNT, True TV, and all the Viacom channels, MTV, VH1, Comedy Central, and then like HGTV, like stuff like that. But no ESPN, no news channels. I think actually the only news channel was Fox News because it's in the entertainment package. So it was it's basically like 100 channels. But then after a few years now, my bill went from maybe $100 a month or $110 to like $175 with no change in service. And it was all because
promotional period ended, right?
Yeah, yes. And the cable package was getting just more expensive. They would start adding all these new fees. And also, they had this new kind of requirement that like I had to have a Verizon router to have the cable. And then they started charging me an extra $15. Whatever. You don't care about my I need to go but basically it was like I saved $70 a month just canceling cable and just having high-speed internet. And I used some of that money to subscribe to YouTube Premium, and it's changed my life, folks.
Is this a live read now? You have to say
I don't have a promo code or anything, so no live read. I just really enjoy not seeing ads for YouTube on my TV anymore.
So when you called FiOS and threatened to cancel the cable part, they didn't like.
This was the craziest thing. They were happy to do it because this is a complete, like, I think they were losing money on this cable package because they don't offer it anymore. The closest thing that they could offer that would get my bill down like maybe $10-15 was a package where I can choose 10 cable channels and that's it. And that would be the whole deal. So it would be 10 channels for $20. And I was like, I don't need this. I'm fine. I don't watch any live programming.
So what channels were you watching? Were you actually even watching cable?
The only things I was really watching live would be SNL, which is now live on Peacock. So I don't need cable for that. Wrestling.
And it's not on a cable channel anyway.
Right. NBC. Yeah, but the DVR is useful, so you don't have to come in right at 11:30. So yeah, and then like wrestling, but I don't really watch WWE live anymore, so I don't need it for that. And AEW I watch on the internet now anyway, live. So I'm good.
Legally or illegally?
Legally, I pay for it.
Oh,
with a VPN.
Wait, what platform are you watching AEW on?
So they have this international package outside of the US that it's $7 a month to watch Dynamite and Rampage, the 2 weekly shows, without commercials. So I'd rather do that than pay for cable. But it's not available in the US because they have a US, streaming deal. A deal.
Just you saying this in a public forum, are they going to pull your backstage passes now, Rob?
Hopefully no one will rat me out. Hopefully the live casters. Well, really, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm still giving them my money.
Right.
It's the losers here are TBS and TNT.
But they have a
So,
deal with those companies.
yeah, sure.
They have to
They're
be
looking
good
the other way.
corporate partners.
What are the
I don't know.
How are you
It's
going to
not
hang out?
illegal.
How are you
It's
going to
not
hang out with the
illegal.
Impractical Jokers now?
Yeah, Sal is going to be so disappointed in you, Rob. He's looking around.
But
He's like,
I do agree though that streaming has gotten out of hand because 5 years ago you just really needed Netflix and Hulu and you had everything. Now you have to get basically if you get all the streaming companies, it is equivalent to what a cable bill is at this
Right.
point.
yeah.
I think what is the big problem is that they keep doing very cable-like things, these companies, because they'll get one show that everyone wants to see, and they make you sign up for some fucking platform just to see that one show.
Yeah.
And so then you're signed up to like 19 things, and they have a bunch of crap that you don't want to see on there.
But it's all confusing too. I was actually listening to our competitor Howard Stern.
Our ex-mentor, I would say.
And he was just like, he was on such a rant, such an old man rant about streaming platforms. But there's one thing that I do agree with him, how it's like very hard to find shows now. Like he went to look for Yellowstone on Paramount Plus. So apparently like the first 3 seasons of Yellowstone are streaming on Peacock.
Have either of you guys ever watched that show, by the way? It's
No,
like
I
one
don't
of the
get- I don't-
biggest
I have
shows in
no-
the country.
I have no interest in the show.
The
But-
only time did I tell you the only time anyone in my life has ever recommended that show to me? Did I tell this story already?
No.
It was when the last time me and my wife went to Pennsylvania to visit her elderly aunt and uncle. And we also met with like the wife of one of her cousins who was also like in her 50s or 60s. And she was like, "Oh my God, you guys don't watch Yellowstone. It's the best show." And this is like very like rural Pennsylvania Republican people. And I was just like, in my head, I'm like, just you recommending it to me means I will continue never watching the show.
That tracks for me. It feels like kind of like Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods was an enormous show. Enormous. It's still in rotation on all these like broadcast channels and streaming and everything. But it's just a show that nobody under 60 ever watched. But there's enough old people to watch it that makes it huge.
But I bet younger people watch Yellowstone, but just like younger Republican people.
Yeah, the
like
people who
middle
watch
American
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I just meant that it's huge in a demographic that I'm not in.
Yes.
Livecast starts. Do you watch? Let us know. But anyway, so he was complaining.
Sorry, one second, Rob. I'm sorry. There's a fucking prequel now to Yellowstone.
I was going to get to this. So the first 3 seasons are on Peacock. The new season of the show is on the Paramount Network, an over-the-top cable channel. And after the show, an episode premieres on the Paramount Network, formerly Spike, formerly Esquire, formerly TNN, you can only watch it on the Paramount Network app, not Paramount Plus.
Wait. There's a separate. That's not the same thing?
No, because every channel has its own app. Like there's a USA Network app, there's a whatever, and that's how you could stream the channel live because you have to log in.
Is the point
you
of
have to
Paramount
log
Plus?
in with your cable credentials.
Yeah.
So basically, the cable channel has the exclusive rights, and they don't have the streaming rights on the streaming. It's so fucking stupid. So instead, because Paramount Plus is like, well, we own the rights to this this brand that's the hottest brand. How are we not capitalizing on our streaming show? They created a whole spin-off series for Paramount Plus. So I can totally see how the olds, quote unquote, are so confused by this.
Oh yeah.
And I think the biggest problem
I'm confused by
I'm confused. I agree. Yeah, like it's
I'm
confusing for
old,
anybody.
but I shouldn't be confused
But
by this stuff yet.
But regardless, it's too much.
Yeah.
And I think another issue is we're kind of entering into this streaming world where I feel like TV interfaces kind of we have to get into a place where TV, like there could be a search on your TV and you just search for a show and it'll tell you what streaming platform it's on and how you can watch it right away. Like it should be like that. My TV kind of has that, but it's not that good. It always points me to purchase the show as opposed to where it's streaming for free because I'm sure they get a kickback.
Yeah.
Jerks. But Darren, you were mentioning earlier that the thing that you like about cable, which I agree with you, the thing that I liked about cable or I like about is just being able to turn it on and just leave it on and not have to think about what to put on,
Right.
have the option paralysis of scrolling through hundreds of titles to be like, oh, do I want to commit to this? Will it be good? Just leave something on and go with it. I do. And I said that now there's streaming alternatives to that, such as the most famous one being Paramount's Pluto.
Right. Well, Pluto sucks, and here's why. I was about to tell you this in the pre-show, and you said save it for the show. So I'm going to tell you
Yes,
why.
I was going to say, why do you think Pluto
The
sucks?
concept
So-
you just described is a good concept. Here's what Pluto basically is. It is in addition to it being a streaming service, like there are shows offered that you can watch on demand. Like I can go to a series, start it, watch it. In addition, they are playing something that everyone can join in live. So they have a schedule.
There are linear channels, and every show basically has its own channel, essentially. And some channels are more themed, like there's a wrestling channel or whatever. But like there's a Price is Right channel. You can watch a Price is Right episode at any time. And if anybody is watching Pluto, they're watching it at the same point. Like it's a schedule thing. You're not starting it from the beginning. You're tuning into already in progress programming.
Right.
Sorry, go ahead, Derek.
Well, this is why.
And I think that's the draw of it too.
That is a great concept. It sucks because it doesn't fucking work. When you start,
What doesn't work?
I'll tell you. When you start Pluto TV, like let's say I have it in my bookmarks. I click the link. I go there. The thing that is playing on their linear channel just plays, and you cannot stop it for a good 30 to 45 seconds. I click the thing I want to watch. Like even if I bookmark the series that I want to watch, I've tried every workaround. If I bookmark the series that I want to watch, it goes to it. Like you see it, it's like a split screen. The thing that's on the linear channel is playing, and the thing I want to watch is underneath it. But it doesn't start playing for about a fucking minute.
Ugh.
And then you can't, then it finally comes on it abruptly. Like the linear channel show ends, and the thing just like goes full screen after about a minute and your interaction with the screen is disabled. Like there's a little Ghostbuster symbol, blocking you from clicking the thing, like when you put your cursor there. So like you can't even disable it. You can't pause it. It's autoplay. The thing you don't want to watch. I guess it's an enticement to watch this thing. I don't know what it is, but
When you say the thing you don't want to watch, do you mean like the live
thing on the
broadcast?
linear, like live television thing? Like if I don't want to watch it, I'm fine with that being the first thing when I access this website, or app, but I should be able to stop it. Is my point. And the thing that I want to watch when it starts, I also can't interact with it. And here's the worst part. It's playing silently while the linear thing is playing. So when I finally get to it, it's like a minute in and I have to go back to the beginning, but I can't because my cursor interaction is disabled for about 30 seconds. Why? So like basically I have to wait a minute and a half and do another action before I can just start the thing I want to watch. It's infuriating. And when there's a last kicker, when the first episode of the thing I want to watch ends, I have to do all this shit again and to play another episode. If I want to watch 2 in a row, I have to go through the same thing.
And so, like, give me an example of a thing you don't want to watch that you were forced to watch for a minute.
It's like things that are on TV now. I can't recall. I'll just go to the website right now. I'll tell you. But
okay. How about this, Darren?
I'm
going to go to the website. Okay. We're going to do a little tech support here.
Oh, no.
Livecast tech support.
Darren, he's treating you like his mom right now.
It might be on my end. I don't know. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to understand your
call
problems.
me out.
Okay. I'm not here. Pluto TV. We're loading it. Mm-hmm. Black throwback. All right. It started with so here.
That's an ad.
Playing. Well, here something's playing. Okay. So now what would you do?
What do you mean? What would I do?
Just pick a show.
Just pick a show.
So where would you go to? How are you? What is your behavior? I want to recreate your behavior.
I don't want to do this, man.
I'm curious. I'm curious how this happened. Because look, if you I just went on demand.
Pick a show you want to watch.
Fire Country. And I picked this. And it went.
Yeah. No, it doesn't do that for me.
Oh.
I promise you, I'm not making this up. Like this happens every single time I try to use
Mhm.
Pluto TV.
Maybe Darren, you need the high-speed FiOS internet connection. Though.
Oh, it's not a connection thing. It's not a connection thing. My connection is superb every time I do this.
But is that how you do it? Is that like that was my
More or less, yes.
user thing?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really had that problem. But to be fair, I don't want like when I watch Pluto, I will just do the linear thing. I'm not gonna go on demand.
Well, there's one show that I've been watching that I always wanted to watch as a kid, or as an adult, really. As a kid, I blew it off, which is The Outer Limits. And I was telling you, it's kind of like, it always felt to me like a fake Twilight Zone.
Mm-hmm.
But going back and watching, it's really very different from the Twilight Zone.
In what ways is it different?
It's like the only thing it has in common with the Twilight Zone is that it's like an anthology series with different actors every week. And there's no consistent storylines, and it's just weird, like how the Twilight Zone is weird, but it's very different. It's like a Ed Wood Plan 9 from Outer Space quality movie monster, horrible CGI, and there's like a monster of a different kind of monster every week. It's like a monster of the week thing.
So it's not as much about like mindfuck kind of stuff.
No, it's also mindfuck. It's like sort of the morality plays of the Twilight Zone, but they focus less on like telling you something about human nature and more on the scary monster.
You just call me a moron. How dare you?
Oh, moron was in there somewhere. Yes, I'm sorry. Sorry, Sid. I do not think that about you. You're brilliant.
Oh.
But yeah. So yeah, it's just a really, really good show. I recommend. I'm like,
and they also did like a reboot of that later on, right? I don't remember.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
they
like on
did two.
Showtime, maybe.
I think they did two. It was one in 1995, and I think there was one after that. The one in 1995 is fucking great. That's what first made me want to go back and watch the old one. But I was like, you look at the aesthetic of The Outer Limits, and it's kind of like it looks so shitty. It looks so cheesy. The effects are terrible, and it's like an initial turnoff. Once you start watching it, like some of these things, it's a testament to like movie making where they use like a 99-cent looking things, and by generating drama in the story, they make that thing actually scary.
Okay.
It's great. It's like the old monster movies of the 50s.
Oh, nice.
So you mean the Outer Limits 1963? Is that the one you're watching?
Yes.
The old
and
one.
by the way, it's from the time when TV series were like 32 episodes. It's only a season and a half, but it's like longer than The Sopranos. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's an hour each.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Look at some of the thumbnails. This is that guy right there is one of the things.
That looks like AI generated.
Yeah.
C-3PO.
Look at this guy.
The sixth finger.
Looks like a member of the Conservative Party for sure.
But wait, Rob, you said if somebody has an extra finger, that's a way to tell that it's AI generated.
That episode, hold on, go back to the sixth finger. That episode is basically the Lawnmower Man. The Lawnmower Man just ripped off that movie. The guy, there's like a scientist that is experimenting with human intelligence and evolution, and he takes some like dummy, dumb person and puts him into like an intelligence chamber. And he comes out like 100 years in the future, smarter. And then he comes out like 1,000, and then it goes out of control. And he's like 1,000,000 years evolved from human beings. And he starts going crazy and like trying to take the world over. It's really all cheesy stuff like that.
We're just gonna watch an Outer Limits episode.
Well, you have to scan to the end, but that's where like it's like talky in the beginning. Just like a quarter of the. Like 3/4 through.
Oh, could it be because you have an ad blocker on? Is that maybe why there's the disabled?
You think that could be it? I didn't, but the ads don't play. Like that's the one positive thing.
But I'm saying like an ad blocker could like be messing with their code somehow to like create these.
So like
UI issues for you.
The amount of time that the ad would take still happens, but it's just nothing instead of the ad.
Yeah, maybe that's.
No. Oh, I see. But
like
I'm
1
seeing,
minute, so that
but I'm seeing content. It's not like a blank screen.
Well, because it's like not loading the ad, so it loads the next thing in the playlist, but it still has the blocker on.
So I've caused the problem.
Try turning turning off the ad blocker.
Way to victim blame, Rob.
Rob's just a shill for internet advertising. He wants to trick you into turning off your ad blocker. He gets a kickback.
I'll try it.
I'm not opposed to ad blockers in principle.
I have
It's just
nothing
what
to
I was
do.
making my money off ads. I didn't find it ethical enough. Oh man, there's a lot of ads on here.
I'm free
I
to
just
catch up on content tonight, so I will watch. I will prioritize 2 episodes of The Outer Limits. I will turn off my ad blocker, and I'll report back to you with what happens.
But yeah, these streaming things get a lot of
Okay,
ratings
I'm
now.
sorry, Rob. One last thing on the Pluto. I
Sure.
apologize.
Absolutely.
I will say, even if that was my fault, that's something they should anticipate and somehow at least put up not saying they should, let me watch it without ads. If they can avert it, that's fine. There should be something that said, like a screen that just says you have to turn off
it's
your
not
ad
letting me
blocker, right?
scan. I see
Oh,
what you're
okay.
saying.
Here we go.
Well, I think it's because the whole thing is it wants you to watch the ads.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure.
That's annoying. They should tell you something. They should tell you something like this. You have to turn your ad blocker off, and I would have complied. It's like shadow.
I'm glad I could debug it for you.
Thank you. You're a genius.
We don't know necessarily that you have, Rob.
Right.
That's fair.
I appreciate the attempt, even though you did it in a public shaming way. But it's still.
Where was the shaming?
We did it on a podcast in public.
We're talking about it, so I was curious.
Rob, he has to help. He can't hold
why
back.
feel shame? I'm trying to make your experience better.
I think you're attempting to shame me. That's okay.
Shame you for what?
Being technologically well, that's only because that's only because that's where The Outer Limits was, and I didn't want to torrent it. I tried to torrent it first, and it was like it's like not being seeded by enough people,
Right, it's too obscure of an old show. Right. That is the real benefit of these, like this and Tubi. You will find these old shows that nobody cares enough to to rip.
It was like 2 seeds, and they were both like, the guy didn't have them active.
Yeah, I find that too for like old movies that are just like mid-level comedies and stuff. It's very hard to.
What's a mid-level old comedy that you tried to torrent, Rob?
As good as it gets.
No, there was that one that you recommended to me, Darren. It was about an old man who came out as gay after his wife died.
Oh, Beginners.
Yeah,
great movie.
I haven't seen it yet, but I downloaded it.
I really did not like it. I really had never heard of that movie. It has Ewan McGregor in it.
Well, that's not that old.
It was like
we're talking about a TV show from the '60s, and you're comparing.
I'm just saying anything not from this past decade. If it isn't like, top tier.
And I'm blanking on who the old man was that came out as gay. It was like a very famous
Christopher. What's the guy that replaced Kevin Spacey?
Plummer.
Yeah, Christopher Plummer. Right. Very, very good, charming movie.
I also just watched Tar, which was very long.
What's that?
I've heard of that.
It's with Cate Blanchett. It's basically like a commentary on cancel culture.
Oh boy!
But
written by Ben Shapiro.
No. It's from the
So it's Tar, isn't she was tarred and feathered?
No, that's her last name.
Oh,
that's the character's last name.
Wow.
No, like the whole movie. She's kind of like a miserable person. It's a movie up to interpretation, but she's this orchestra leader, one of the greatest living conductors.
Is this based on a true story?
No.
Okay.
And like she kind of has an ego. She's a lesbian, and kind of how she interacts with her students and whatever kind of comes back to bite her in the ass at the end of the movie. That's what I'll say without kind of.
And are we meant to think that's a good thing or that's a sad thing?
In my opinion, I feel like she deserved what she got at the end of it. Like, to me, the movie is not anti-cancel culture. The movie what I think the movie does very strongly is shows how somebody living there. I think the reason the movie's so long is because you see like a good portion of her adult life in it, and you see how somebody living their life the way that she lives it can lead to a person like that being easily canceled, because just the everything adds up and builds up to where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, this person is problematic. So that's kind of what I like about the movie, and it's very talky. It's
got Oscar buzz, right?
I was gonna say, like, this is it's such Oscar bait. There's one scene in particular that is like this is the clip that's going to be shown on the Oscars of last, and then everyone's just gonna be like, oh my god, Cate Blanchett. She said, and look, she is a great actress. I love her. Like she is one of our great living actresses, I would say. She always delivers, but like it's fine. But it was an interesting movie to watch one time, and I never want to watch it again.
Oh, this guy directed Little Children. That's one of my favorite forgotten films of the aughts. Todd Field.
What do you direct them in?
Well,
Cuties.
There is like a pedophile character
Mm.
or something to that effect. It's a very sad, fucked up movie, but Kate Winslet is in that one, not Kate Blanchett, but
He loves
Kate.
the Kates.
Yeah.
Another iconic Kate.
Yes.
With a K. Kate Blanchett is with a C.
Oh wow, this new movie is the first thing he's directed since Little Children. That was 2006. Shit. That's a long gap. Fucking hell.
All right. Well,
Check that out.
let's talk about our Spotify picks.
Oh yeah.
Damn, you're up to that already? Jeez, flew by.
Well, because we're gonna do a little extended portion here with
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the picks.
My pick is Throbbing Gristle. And this is
But
a
what's your
band
music pick?
Throbbing Gristle, actually. It was a band we talked about a few weeks ago. You were kind of just jokingly mentioning band names.
I think
And
someone
you
else
actually-
mentioned that one.
Yeah, I think that might have been Jander. But either way, they come up and you just actually earnestly get into all of them, Rob. So
Well, yeah, like Throbbing Gristle, I really liked the band name.
Yeah.
And it actually didn't sound anything like I thought it would.
what did you think
It's industrial,
I
right?
I thought it sounded like I thought it would be like dark, heavy industrial, but it's
Mhm.
like pretty light
Poppy
instrumental.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
like yeah,
Oh, I had the same assumption.
it's like more ambient kind of like chill
Okay.
wave kind of stuff.
Wow.
But it's good. It's really good.
I remember my friend who he briefly, when I was a teenager, he briefly stayed in my house with me and my mom because he was homeless for a little while. And he liked he introduced me to Nine Inch Nails and Jane's Addiction before they kind of blew up, and Skinny Puppy and all that. And he liked, I think he was into Throbbing Gristle too. But that is a name that is a name.
It's a great name. So that's my pick. Sid, what did you pick?
I picked a song by the band Plosives, which somehow I thought I like this. Their album came out in March, and I thought I must have put a song on the playlist then, but then I looked and I didn't. And it's a super group of sorts featuring members of Rocket from the Crypt and Pinback. And it's really, really good. It sounds like the band Hot Snakes, sort of, which is another Rocket from the Crypt offshoot band. It's very good, like post-punk, post-hardcore kind of indie music. And mostly the Pinback dude sings. But the song I picked, the Rocket from the Crypt guy also does some vocals on it. And it's very good. And yeah, Plosives. It's like explosives, but without the X.
They're current plosives.
Yes, exactly. And Darren, now your pick, we've got a video accompaniment to this.
This is the one that caused not the controversy, but the discussion pre-show.
Yes.
Because my pick was a big hit in the 80s, in 1984, by Nolan Thomas. It's called Yo Little Brother. And it's got a video accompaniment that is just bizarre. It looks like a school play.
It's so strange.
And the lead
I guess
singer...
I'm getting like Fresh Prince intro vibes.
Yes, that too.
But so much stranger.
But I guess this predates it because it's
Yes,
85.
by about 7 years or so. But this is the singer is like sort of they were trying to force him to be a pop idol, teen idol. He's probably like 17 or 18 years old. They dressed him like Carlton from the Fresh Prince, since we were talking about the Fresh Prince. And maybe we play it with we can't play the audio, right?
We can play it. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, the lyrics to this song are completely bizarre, and it's very catchy.
Everything about this is bizarre. The video, the lyrics.
It's like an upbeat pop song about a guy figuring out that his 10-year-old little brother is like a pimp and a crack dealer.
It's like an intervention via pop song.
Yes.
With a child.
Look, they're showing beer and cigarette. He's finding the beer and cigarettes in his 10-year-old brother's room. Hair bleach. He's
What?
Billy Idol.
This child. And this guy, what is?
Wow.
What
His little brother looks older than him.
Yes. His little brother's
He looks
Billy
like
Idol.
Gary Oldman. His little brother looks like Gary Oldman in that movie we watched. What was it?
Oh,
to,
Toast.
He looks like a character from the Warriors.
Look, he's doing the Trump thing with the hands.
Little brother was not around.
Oh, by the way, I want to add. When I was a kid, I always thought he was saying Joe, little brother, and I thought his little brother was named Joe.
It's possible.
Wait, what's he saying? I thought
saying,
it
yo.
was.
He is saying, he's pronouncing it Joe. He's saying, yo, Joe, little brother. Dusty Rose Muffler said, is this the trailer for the Barbie movie?
It does sort of look like Barbie Girl.
It is that aesthetic.
It's the gritty reboot of Barbie Girl.
I gotta say, the singer really nails, like, he's into it, man. This is like his meal ticket. I looked it up. This song went to number 57. It wasn't as big of a hit as I thought it was.
Yeah, I don't remember this song. All I told you guys before, I've only seen the video playing before movies at Alamo Drafthouse. Like, I knew no other context for this besides that. I didn't know what country it was from. You could tell me this is like Danish, I would believe you. It's fucking bizarre.
Look, he's with the 10-year-old is with grown adult women. Like, what is going on here? Now it's a school play. One of them Prince.
It's Cyndi Lauper and Rick Ocasek.
What is happening?
Why? What was the casting process? This is so disturbing.
It's Prince as Eddie Munster and with the eye makeup.
What label put this out? Oh shit, Epstein Records. What?
They took these kids all on a plane after this video.
I would believe that. Look at this. What is the IMDb credit for young Rick Ocasek child? Like what? What's the career path for him after this? A young Bruce Springsteen.
He's gonna bring a girl.
Oh my god, I love it.
Now, what does that have to do with the song? By the way, like this has nothing to do with the theme at all. Now they're having a wrestling match with breakdancing. They're breakdance fighting.
Oh no! Now they're gonna make out maybe a little bit.
That was a little romantic. I'm not gonna lie. That Cyndi Lauper girl is very good. She looks just like her.
It's young Patricia Arquette.
Wonderful.
I vividly remember, like, being at the beach because one of these horrible day camps my mother sent me to, and someone brought like some kind of 80s like gigantic boombox and was playing this, and everyone singing along. Well, they played a bunch of songs, but this was one of the ones. Everyone knew every word to this song.
Wow. That's
yo, little brother.
And the reason this came in my head, by the way, that doesn't sound good. The reason that I thought of this song was because it was playing in the store. And
what store?
I don't remember. I don't remember which specific one, but it was, and it stayed in my head. It was been in my head for like a couple of days.
God.
Well, hopefully now it'll be in your head, folks.
I think it was Home Goods.
Wow.
Yeah. I was in a bunch of stores that day. I don't remember which specific one it was.
Oh, Home Goods does have some like 80s fucking rock stations on. Yeah, because they played some like Loverboy. Like there's been some really good deep cuts that I've heard at Home Goods. I go there for all my babka gear. They have cheap prices on pet stuff.
Is Home Goods regional or like a national? Like would all our
I think it's a
listeners
national
know?
chain. It's a TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods conglomerate. They're all owned by the same company.
Okay.
Same
Plus
company
the
that
roads.
owns Pluto TV.
No wonder.
Pluto's owned by Paramount. That's why
You know what?
all that
No.
Yellowstone on there.
I don't want to tar that like that movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to tar Home Goods by aligning them with Pluto. I love Home Goods.
Fair.
Pluto's terrible.
I take it back.
You don't need any ad blockers when walking into Home Goods.
No,
No
it's just
doubt.
one giant ad. You can't ad block. They let you know at the door. No fucking ad block.
And also our patron, Sid mentioned it, Jutopia. I feel like we always say how like, oh, this was the worst one. but this might have been the worst one.
It's
I'm trying to
definitely the
think.
most
I feel like,
offensive one.
I feel
most offensive one.
Yeah, I feel like this is a month of offensive watch-alongs, because the top of the month episode was we watched The Love Guru, which was offensive in its own way.
This is more offensive. This is
And-
racist. Well, that was mild. I would say that the Love Guru is mildly racist. This is just flat out racist.
Yeah, so this was brutal, and we watched it. We suffered along. You can watch it with us. $5 a month gets you access to all of our bonus episodes. We do 2 a month, and yeah, so check it out. Last week was our patreon.com/RIPL Livecast. That's where you check it out. Last week was our 700th episode, and we got some feedback. Devin emailed us. You can, of course, email us at riplivecast@gmail.com. Devin goes, "Hi, guys. It's Devin from Nebraska, longtime listener. I know it's been a while since I've contacted you guys, but I still listen every week." Well, that's awesome. Thank you,
Is he
Devin.
always from Nebraska? I thought he was like.
I think so, because we would always make jokes about
No, that was Guillermo.
how we should see Guillermo. Yeah.
Oh,
How,
all right.
like if you meet up with Guillermo. Yeah.
Damn.
Was great hearing the 700 episode. Was great to hear Noah on after so long. Definitely have a lot of great memories over the years, and hearing Trevor from Black Dahlia Murder along with Corpse Grinder play Death or No Death are some good highlights for me. Sending hugs and love to Rabba, Sid, Darinsky, and Noah too. Had the honor of seeing Cannibal Corpse last Sunday with Dark Funeral Immolation and Black Anvil, which is a phenomenal show. Definitely tore it up in the pit for Cannibal and Dark Funeral. That's awesome. And in case you're wondering, I still think Rocky Mountain oysters are amazing. Ah, cha 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 cha.
He said a cha 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 cha.
He wrote that, yeah.
I'd love to eat your Denver oysters, Darinsky. Just swallow them up and never give them back.
Did you try that when you went to Denver, Rob?
I did not. No.
I purposely avoided them when I went to Denver.
Mm.
They had them at the Mets Rockies game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
It's
sell them
just like a concession.
It's at a stand. Yeah, it's like it's got its own. Well, this was many years ago, 2005, I think. But I don't know
Did
if
it
they
come with
still
a ranch dip?
I didn't get anywhere near it. I just saw the stand, so I don't know what they were saying.
Yo, little brother.
What you
Do you want
trying
some-
to discover? Sorry, go ahead.
Do you want to try some Colorado Rocky Mountain oysters? No, anyway, we also got this video message from Jeremy L.
Hey, can you say happy 700 to the live cast? Yeah, say happy 700.
Happy sister.
That's close enough. Can you say hi, Rabba?
Hello.
Say hi, Sid.
Okay.
Say hi, 3D.
Happy.
Say hi, Noah.
Hello.
Congratulations on 700 episodes, guys. Looking forward to so much more.
Oh, thank you, Jeremy.
So
We love you,
adorable.
even though you're a breeder. No, I'm just kidding. Not really kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
I changed my name in honor of that video.
Okay, Fweedy.
That was
yeah,
beautiful.
so
Thank you for that.
that was very cute. That was very sweet. Thank you, Jeremy, and thank you for all your support over the years.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna end the show. What does RIP stand for, Sid?
Well, in honor of Sharon Osbourne, let's actually have it stand for rest in peace, just in case.
Oh no!
That's a new one.
Like I said, only the best thoughts to Sharon. I really, really hope she pulls through on this one.
So we can make fun of her more without a dirty conscience.
I mean, I don't actively want her to die, but I'm
No.
also not going to pretend to like her if she dies.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. Let's give a shout out to our top Livecast fans of the week. How can you become a top Livecast fan of the week? Head over to our Patreon, patreon.com/RIPL Livecast. And $10 a month gets you the same perks as the $5 window with bonus episodes and all that. Plus, shout out at the end of the show, which is right now. Darren, do you want to do it as Donald Trump, pitching these people on NFTs?
Oh my God.
Sure.
Rob, you don't want to do it as a possibly dead Sharon Osbourne?
Well,
No,
I kinda,
definitely not.
we do a tandem. I'll do some Trump and we hate each
Okay.
other because she hates Donald Trump.
Okay, sure.
I wanted to say Eric, Benjamin, and Dan R. I have tailored Trump golfing superhero Voltron robot NFTs for you. You're gonna love it. It's beautiful. I'm on the 18th hole, preparing to go have a little college junior. It's gonna be
Don't
great.
listen to them, Sam. I am and Mindy Megan Skipper. You want Aussie NFT bats, and you want to buy some for gender and Robert Ganoushka and Justin.
You know, Cattle Decaf, Robber Vampiro, Hugo likes tacos. I want you to listen to this very carefully. What you just heard is typical CBS fake news, the type of thing you'll hear on that horrible, declining show, The Talk.
Get away from the mouse clicker, Lando Diggs! I want you to grab the crooked and Korean Scotty H and spend all your money on the new Ozzy Osbourne album, Patient Number 9!
Doug Pigman, Douglas, who are you, Levison? Let me tell you, frankly, I've heard that album. It sounds more like it was recorded in the year 9. That's the sensibility of Ozzy Osbourne in 2022. Old, sad and old.
Hey guys, it's Josh! Josh is one of the first purchasers of an Aussie Bat NFT! You can be like Josh! Buy an NFT!
Those NFTs, frankly, not very good. They look like computer-generated AI Ozzy Osbourne NFTs. Really pathetic. We like the Trump NFTs, don't we, folks? We like them. We like the NFTs. Frankly, I don't know if it's the best thing we're selling, but you know what? I'm told it's good, so it's good.
Better than Aussies.
Better, that's for sure. I don't know how good it is, but it's good. It's better than the good. It's good and better. It's better than good.
All right, well that's the show, folks.
Yes.
Where do we go from there?
I don't know.
Take a nap.
I'm going to go watch The Outer Limits on Pluto.
Oh, okay. All right.
Without an ad blocker, against my better judgment.
Yeah. Let me know how that works for you, Darren. Hopefully you'll get the Pluto working. We'll see you next week, folks.
We love you.